All right. The big bad. He's not really part of the X-Men, but you can't do an X-Men casting without throwing him in there. Magneto.
Magneto. No, he's just misunderstood. His heart's in the right place. He's just going about it wrong. Now, when thinking about who would play Magneto, I have Ralph Fiennes, who played one of the main roles in Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
That's Voldemort too, right? Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I mostly remember him from the Grand Budapest Hotel,
Okay.
if you've ever seen it.
I've seen part of it. I have. The thing with Magneto is he lived through the Holocaust. His parents
He
died
did.
in it, and growing old, he basically becomes Hitler. He believes that that mutants are the future, which is kind of like the way Hitler views the world. He sees a certain race,
Hmm.
and somebody to play that role, an older version of that role. I have Vigo Mortensen. Probably ruined his last name, but Lord of the Rings actor, and he does a great
Yeah.
job. Right now, at the top of my head, I could not tell you who he played in Lord of the Rings. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know who he played or no?
Uh, no, not off the top of my
Okay,
head.
but he is a great actor, and I remember him playing the role in Lord of the Rings, and thinking this guy could be a villain, like easily. And the other choice that I have is Christopher Waltz.
Uh, that'd be funny.
Yeah, he's in Inglourious Bastards, the new Tarzan movie. I say new; it came out like 2 years ago. Um, and one of my favorite movies, hands down, all time, Django. He did he did a great job. Everyone in that movie did a great job, really. But I think he could pull it off.
Definitely, definitely.
Next one, he's been the face of the X Men for every
Oh.
X Men movie. The hardest one to recast because
Mm,
how can you replace Hugh Jackman? How?
you can't. That's the thing.
There's one choice. They had one choice to replace him with. That's Tom Hardy, and now Tom Hardy's Venom, sadly, so we can't get that.
No,
Could you think of anyone?
like the bronze medal that I could think of for Wolverine, like was Luke Evans. Like when I was doing some comparisons through image searching, I saw a side by side with Hugh Jackman and Luke Evans, and Luke Evans sort of looks like not really, but a young Hugh Jackman, but it's just so hard to replace.
Yeah, he is. Like you can't. Just what Hugh Jackman put into that character and how long he played it. He is Wolverine, but I do have Luke Evans playing someone else that you'll see in a future fan cast. But I can see him playing Wolverine. I have two choices myself. And at first, I wasn't really for this. I had this guy down for Cyclops, but I went ahead and moved him over um, due to some fan art that I saw. Like, cause really, I didn't think I thought he could play the role, but he didn't really look like the role. And that's Scott Eastwood.
Yeah.
Like he could pull the role off, but it's just the look for me that really didn't sell it. But after seeing one of my friends told me about it, I looked it up online. He's got the suit on, he's got the hair, and he's got the sideburns, and I think that he could pull it off. I think he could pull the role off. And I have one other choice for Wolverine, um, Joel Edgerton.
Hmm.
I think he could pull it off. He's, of course, most people probably know him from The Great Gatsby as Tom Buchanan. He was also in Bright, which is a Netflix show. He plays the orc, which I didn't really know about until I looked him up to make this video. I didn't even know that was him. And he's also going to be in Red Sparrow coming out. But I think he could do it. He's like 5'8", so if you put him next to like a 6-foot Cyclops, then because Wolverine's a short guy, they didn't really
Yeah,
do
it
that.
is.
But I think that he could pull it off. Him or Scott Eastwood. Now we got two more. that we haven't really seen in the newer X-Men, and they weren't really portrayed at all, really, except for one of them. But the first one we're going to get to is Gambit.
Now, who I have for Gambit is, from what I can tell, one of the perfect like picks or casts like out there is Ian Somerhalder. I butchered that last name, but Somerhalder. Just looking at the actor, and he played in the Vampire Diaries before, which my sister was a fan of, and I saw him act in a few of those scenes, and he can definitely pull a Gambit. Like, all he needs is that New Orleans accent. It'd be perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah. He played Damien. Damon, that's what it was. And Vampire Diaries. I watched that show.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about him. That's a good pick. I cheated a bit. I told you to cast this guy. I told you to cast Gambit. I don't have a pick for him. I have the Channing Tatum Gambit. It's been in production hell for years, and by the time that they possibly agree to actually make it, Marvel will have Fox by then.
Yeah.
So he could still play the character if he wants. Could he pull it off? I don't know. I don't really have a pick. I agree with you on that one. That's a good pick. Just people say Channing Tatum. Like, I don't really see it, but if he gets the role, whatever, I'll go see the movie. I'll be fine with it. Maybe, depending on how he portrays it. But I agree with you with Summerhalder.
Yeah.
What is up with
Ian
these people?
Somerhalder.
What is up with these people's last
know.
names? Jesus. All right, last guy. Come on.
I'll let you go first for the last guy.
I feel like you're letting me go first because you don't have one.
I have one. It's just you're gonna hate who I have.
Okay, well I don't have one, so
Ooh.
I don't have one for this one. CGI, go for it. Or really, that's Colossus. He turns steel. Get a big guy with flat top. Anyone can play. Colossus, just get Josh Brolin. You know what? You know, I got one. Perfect guy, big guy, flat top. John Cena.
Oh my god. No.
I never want to see that. I never want to see that, honestly. Who do you have? Like, can't get any worse than John Cena.
No, but I have the man himself, Joe Manganiello. He was in Justice League.
That's Deathstroke. That's Deathstroke. Get out of here. Get out of my video. That's Deathstroke. That is Deathstroke. Mangalo. That's how you say his last name. Mangalo or something like that. That's Deathstroke. It's not
At least I
happening.
had a pick. I mean, yeah, John
What do you mean
Cena.
I have one? John Cena. John Cena.
Listen, I
Hashtag
don't know.
John Cena Colossus 2020.
What's your problem with mixing universes?
This kind of looks like The Rock. This art right here in the face kind of looks like The Rock. He's playing Black Adam though, so. I mean, like, the only problem that I had with the Deadpool version of this character is that he was just steel all the time. But I mean, like, that's just something, like, you can get over that.
That's just an personal nitpick. I agree with you on that, but
DC is not dying, okay? It's just in the dumps right now, okay? Wonder Woman was a great movie. Justice League was the worst movie that they made. But besides that, seriously, like, why? You turn this into a rant video now at the end, okay? We're gonna talk about this now, whether you like it or not. What's the video at? What's it at? We're at 27 minutes. We're at 27 minutes. Okay? We're gonna take this to 30 minutes, and I'm gonna post this weekend. What is today? Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna post this weekend. Okay?
oh boy.
Justice League. You have Zack Snyder. He's a great director. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a great director. He had a vision. Okay? Let the man finish his vision. People would have loved to see his finished product, then bring in Josh Whedon, the guy who directed the first two Avengers, ruin the fucking second one, okay? It's okay, but we're not going to talk about that one. That's a different video. You bring in, he is a light-hearted director, and they were going to have him do Batgirl. Thank God that they fucking fired him for that or whatever. Okay, when it comes to Batman, Superman's light-hearted, yes. Wonder Woman, it's a light-hearted character in the DC. The DC has dark characters. It's called Batman. And they did Batman, other than the killing part, and BVS perfectly. He's a dark character. He's been doing this for a long time. He lost a Robin. And then they go from they go from that. They go from one of the lines, breathe that in. That's fear, to him being thrown, going, yep, something's definitely bleeding. To where Batman doesn't crack jokes. Go watch the fucking animated series. They did a good Batman.
Now, like, the only problem I have with the DC movies is they are trying so hard to compete where Marvel is currently at.
They rushed Justice League.
They rushed every aspect of it. Like, first they needed to get the solo movies out of the way. But they started with Man of Steel, which was a solo movie, which was pretty mediocre. It was a good Superman movie.
I want to say something before you continue, before you trash on BVS. I did like the Ultimate Edition. I think that movie. Whoa! It's not great, but I did like the Ultimate version, and I think that was a good introduction with Batman. They could have did better, but with what they did, it was okay.
No.
Don't talk about Suicide Squad.
Getting to BVS. BVS was all over the place, and it's just a mess, is what it was. And the Ultimate Edition added a few minutes to pointless scenes.
They killed Jimmy Olsen in BVS.
They did! It was so dumb! Like, one of Superman's best friends, he gets, what, 5 minutes
I don't even think they said his name in the normal version.
It blows up. I don't think they did either. It's crazy. Then you have Suicide Squad, which I was excited for.
I'm gonna talk about it. They're villains. They are villains. They are villains. Okay? Deadshot is a villain. He shouldn't be getting his own movie. It's Will Smith. You know what? He's a great actor. He can pull it off. He's not a hero. He's not an anti-hero. Venom is not an anti-hero. If they want to do an anti-hero Venom movie, do Agent Venom. They're doing Eddie Brock. They're not doing the bully, Peter Parker's bully, Flash. They're not doing that. They're doing Eddie Brock. He's a villain.
Now, then we get to the Justice League, and
skip Wonder Woman. It was a great movie.
Wonder Woman was a great movie. I'm sorry, I skipped Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was the shining glimmer of hope, and then Justice League happened.
Crash and burn.
Where I had my doubts with Justice League was after the first trailer when they started to reveal a bit more. First of all, I did not like the Flash's costume.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like the way he is.
Neither do I. Second of all, the CGI on Cyborg was pretty horrendous.
Steppenwolf. Look at Thanos, okay? You go watch a trailer for the Avengers movie, and Thanos looks almost real.
He does. It's like terrifying how real Thanos looks. And then
they had a chance and they ruined it.
I agree with you. Like, DC is not dead yet. But where it's headed, they're going to either have to really get their shit together or reboot the series. I
have hope for Aquaman and Shazam. And I've wanted a Shazam. I was against the actor that they cast at first, Zachary Levi. But after seeing pictures He is beefed up. He's about Henry Cavill's size as Superman, so I'm fine with it.
Hmm. And if they do go the route of rebooting the series, keep the good actors. Like, keep Ben Affleck as Batman,
That's
and
not gonna.
just.
It's not gonna.
I know he doesn't want to be Batman anymore, but just. I feel like if you can get a good solo Batman movie out there.
I watched. Yeah, if Solo Batman, Matt Reeves, guy who did the last two Planet of the Apes as director. Like, it's gonna be great. But if they want to reboot, they have a big chance to do that to get rid of people who don't want to be there. Henry Cavill, he loves being Superman. He wants to stay. And I'm pretty sure Gal Gadot wants to stay as Wonder Woman. Um,
Hmm.
just the way that Flash was done, I don't like his lightning, how it reaches out to stuff, and I don't really. The actor they have, he's a great actor, but I don't think he's fit to play Barry Allen. And the way like, he
Uh,
was untrained and everything, he needs to learn.
I think he
The
was
way,
just directed poorly.
yeah, the way that he was running, like he's just flailing everywhere.
It
Um, but with Flashpoint is literally a reset button. Barry
is.
goes into Flashpoint, comes out of Flashpoint, and Batman looks different. So if they want to recast Batman, Flashpoint is the movie to do that.
It is.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be the new Batman." New Batman. In an interview, he plain out said the girl asked him, "Are you going to be the new Batman?" This is his response. That's a hard question to answer. No.
I saw that quote.
Another thing I was watching, um, I think it's called. Oh, I couldn't, I don't remember the channel's name, but it's a channel on YouTube. It's during Comic Con, Ben Affleck comes out and he just says, "This is the best fucking job that I could have," and it is amazing playing this character. Then it shows a clip of an interview after Justice League comes out, after its poor reviews. He goes, "So you've played Batman 4 times, yeah, counting Suicide Squad 4 times. Are you gonna appear for a fifth? I don't know about that."
Yeah,
He doesn't want. Casey Affleck, his brother, says he don't want to do it. You can just tell he doesn't really want to do it. He did this for his kids, so they could be like, he that's what he said. He's like, I'm doing this for the kids, so they think that I'm a Batman. This video is now 35 minutes long because I went on a rant about Justice League because somebody had to bring it up. So
I didn't listen.
you brought it up.
I brought up an actor,
You brought it up.
and
You
you
brought
got
it up.
triggered.
You brought it up.
You
brought
got
it up.
tilted
It's
because
Deathstroke. It's Deathstroke. We're not talking about Fortnite, Seth. I'm not tilted. If you want to see some Fortnite gameplay, go check out the Gaming Q. That's my other channel. That's a plug right there.
plug in, plug in, plug in.
Plug myself is what I did. But anyway, 35 minutes. I'm just gonna keep the whole thing. I'm not gonna do part 1, part 2. So if you stick around this long, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want those notifications. What am I missing? I'm not missing
Leave a
anything.
comment.
Leave a comment who you want to cast in these roles. Hashtag John Cena for Colossus. Hashtag Joe however you say his name is Deathstroke, and that's not gonna change because the hashtag DC lives. Hopefully. Hashtag DC lives hopefully.
Hashtag DC Rebirth.
Next time we're coming back with, what do you want to do, Seth? Bat Family or Bat Villains?
We're doing Bat Family.
We're doing Bat Family in the next video. We'll see you later.